Bringers at a later date. We're gonna move on past weekend. So, like I said, we got wasted. Let's just walk people through. So, obviously, you two were losers and only drank on Saturday. So Friday,
I tried to
we
stay
had
home.
full intentions on staying in. I think I made it to about 1 p.m, and I got through about all of my work. And at that point, I realized I wanted to drink. So, but I wanted to just drink, like, have a poker night or do something.
See, I'm not a big poker player, though.
Yeah, so we didn't play poker. We ended up going to the casino.
Well, we talked about playing poker, and then we were like, well, we should go to the casino and place our Super Bowl bets.
Which we did.
Which then that became, let's go to Houlihan's, and whenever you go to Houlihan's, you have to get
Raspberry Long Island, for sure.
So then we ended up sitting there and playing video roulette. And every single person, we all lost. Not a single one of us walked out of there with money.
We got ass fucked. That's what that's called. And so we went to the bar, had a pity beer. Would you say pity beer quick? And then there we went. Off on our way.
What time did we go? Were we at the mall till bar time on Friday night? I honestly have no idea.
Yeah. Well, okay. So,
we had to have been, because I felt like fucking death on Saturday morning.
I think I went home at like 1 o'clock, and you two stayed till 3.
Jesus.
This was the night that there was a video of you sitting behind the bar. Someone was at the bar, and then there was girls, like 3 or 4 girls dancing. I'm pretty sure that was Friday night, was it not?
Mm-hmm.
And you had this drunk ass look on your face.
I had to have been blown out because I don't remember it all.
There was a lot of people there. I remember that.
I remember coming back from the casino. Like, I just have no idea what time I left, but I do know that I felt like shit Saturday morning, so I had to have been there late.
Yeah, I was there pretty late. So, I mean, other than that, we didn't do much. I mean, we just sat there. We played 15s for a while.
Yeah, that's what we did.
And then we went back and played darts.
Yep.
So, and then I got a ride home. I think Tia came and picked me up. I played the classic. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Assuming I just walked home like I always do.
Saturday, you wake up. We went to the Badger game. They played Michigan State. We're going to talk more about that game later, but
I somehow lost my debit card between getting money and buying the case of beer at the gas station and getting to, like, the Nichols Center or whatever.
That's actually real? You'd never found it?
No, it's
gone.
Yeah.
I went back to the gas station, not there, so I had to order a new one today.
Yeah. So we left for the game at like 9:30. We all were kind of we started drinking again about 10:30.
By the time we got to the game, I felt good though.
Yeah, like because we get in there
I had
a
like
little
4
early.
or 5 beers on the way up there. I was right back.
We went to the Nicholas Center, and once we got to the Nicholas Center, we think we had a couple screwies. It was like almost noon.
You always gotta get
whatever.
doubles up there though.
Yeah, you got doubles just because they don't make them that strong. University, whatever. So we want to make sure we had a little something to get us through the half. Badgers played well.
Hell of a game too.
Yeah, hell of a game. We played well. Electric in there. After that, came home. What'd we do? I
think we went to the mall for a bit.
Yeah, well, we met you guys at the mall.
I don't think we
the
mall again.
So there was a fight at the mall, and we were at Squids.
Yeah, that's what we were.
We weren't there yet either.
Yes, we were at Squids, and all we hear is apparently on the scanner there was a fight at the mall, and EMTs are there. Everybody thought it was us.
Yeah, my mom texted me and she's like, "You better not be in a fight at the mall." I'm like, I'm not even there.
Too. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, that's what we did. We didn't sprint, but we fast tracked us right up to the mall. Walked in on EMT getting this guy that had his head all sewn up. It was all cut open. Apparently tried breaking a beer bottle over his roommate's head. His roommate put him in a classic headlock and said, "You're going to bed, buddy." And then he must have
sleeped him.
Put him to sleep. You'd think, tile floor in the back of the mall. I might lay him down nice. Nope, just let him drop.
Cracked his head on the floor.
Bang.
Well, Gun's getting sued for no wet floor signs. So
Apparently he went back out. What a trooper. That's what? That's Wisconsin.
What?
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Get stitches. Head back
couldn't
out.
tell ya.
Probably concussion.
Because we stayed at the mall for a while then, and then here we go, right back in Old Platteville for me.
Oh, you two were definitely at the same time because we came back and they were all there. Remember that?
Sure.
So one of our buddies, he really, really wanted to go to Platteville. I remember him even asking me, he's like, "You want to go?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Why?" I'm like, "It's 8 o'clock. What is there to do in Platteville at 8 o'clock?"
Guess who loaded up though?
Yeah.
Classic Jason, Mr. Platteville over
Yeah. So he was like, okay, I get it. He came back like 10 minutes later. He's like, let's take a quick JMO. Let's head to Platteville. I'm like, you gave me 10 minutes. And then you offered something else I don't want.
And then you want to know what? What ended up happening? So he did end up going to, and so did another guy with us. So here we are. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, quarter after 2. We're sitting there. I text him, like, where you at? He's like, just no reply back or whatever from him. So I found the other guy. I'm like, I think he's gone. He's got to be. I don't know. Next morning, get a hold of him. He's like, yeah, I just left you fuckers there.
That's his move. Take them all down there, leave them.
So then we got back to the mall, and me, the bartender, and 2 other guys decided it was a good idea to stay there till 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
I knew I was drunk when I go to. So my latest move is road crew sit right outside. You know that moment like when like you're either by yourself at the bar getting a drink or like you're with someone, like that doesn't matter. It's like I don't care if I tell them I'm leaving. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty sure I was next to T Lake at the bar. Everyone else was in the back room, and I saw him out there. I looked at Lake, and he saw me look out there, and I'm like, I'm fucking out of here. I didn't even tell my fiance because I knew she'd try to get me to stay. Didn't tell anybody. Just hopped in. I said, get the fuck out of here. And there you go, Joe. Joe went on his way. Fucking screeched him as we're leaving.
Was I back then or no? Probably not.
No,
it might have been after bar time when I even got here.
Like it was 11:30.
Saturday was like, oh fuck, it's got to be like 9 o'clock. Look at your phone. 6:30.
It was
holy
yeah.
fuck.
So 11:30. I didn't think I was even gonna make it that far. I'm like, Joe, road crew driver. I'm like, what are the chances you'll take me to the gas station? Because I'm starving. I haven't ate supper. And I could tell I didn't eat supper. So he's like, Corey, you live 4 seconds from the gas station. Sure, I'll take you. I don't care. So he took me up there. If anyone doesn't know, Keeler Casey's gas station pizza, 11:30, is some dried up old fuking pizza.
Oh, boy.
And my ass grabbed 2 slices, went home, had like 2 bites. I was like, this ain't that good. Of course, I finished one. Oh, yeah. I finished one and just passed right out. That was my night Saturday.
I wish I would have been home that early.
Yeah. Which brings us actually up into our next topic. We're going to talk Super Sunday. We're going to talk about, before we talk about the results and what happened during the game, Jason probably doesn't remember, nor did you probably watch it.
I didn't see 1 second of the game.
We said last year, was it last week, that it's been like 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
I watched the full Super Bowl. Remember, I recollect everything. I don't remember a damn, of course, when you're drunk, once it goes to commercial, I didn't think, Super Bowl commercials, watch. I'm sure everyone around me was pissed off because I just instantly just turned and started talking to whoever the fuck was around me. But I remember the full Super Bowl. It was a good game. You didn't watch a bit. I thought, Jordan.
I watched highlights. I didn't get it.
Okay, you watched highlights? You
didn't
get it on Hulu?
I didn't get it. It wasn't on.
It wasn't on Hulu.
I couldn't find it.
Did you look?
I looked for 1 second.
Could have came to the
It
mall
had
and
to have
watched
been
it
on
with
Hulu.
us.
No.
I was about to die.
It was on Fox. What was it on?
I don't know,
CBS,
Corey.
Fox?
I was literally sleeping by like 6:30, 6:45, and I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, completely clothed and everything I had on for the night before.
So we were in Platteville.
You guys made it
Drink
to
it-
Platteville Sunday?
Yeah, and we drank White Claws for 3-4 hours in a row straight, just getting drunk, taking shots, having a good time at the public house, doing our thing, I watched people play darts, didn't throw a dart, just watched.
Ah, cool.
Then it worked out perfect. David Castle right there.
By the way, Nick's wings there were fucking
yeah,
lit.
they were.
Remember those?
Yes, they were.
That's like my only recollection. The only thing I wanted to remember was how good those wings were. Fall off the bone wings.
Really?
I think he grilled them. Right?
I remember him sitting there and like explaining it to me, but it just
yeah.
wasn't connecting.
No.
in my
You're just
head.
shaking your head like.
I was eating. It's like whatever.
Yeah, nothing was happening. So I'm pretty sure one of our buddies, he was, taking a quick nap at the bar, doing this thing, still light outside. He was taking a quick little snoozer.
So I called Dave, and Dave was right in Platteville, so it just kind of worked out perfect.
So we're like, you want to come pick him up? And then the more that you think about it, you're like,
Well, I should probably.
we should just hop in.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we went, hopped in. We got to the mall. I think we got to the mall like an hour before the game started. And during that time, all of the friends that were with me were dropping like flies.
I remember.
So we got there.
I went outside and had a cigarette.
Yeah.
Two of them actually.
Yeah.
I think.
So
You've been on a cigarette kick lately.
It was a brutal
I-
weekend.
Oh my God, I did play darts. played darts with Kevin Newhouse. We got our asses stomped. I just remembered that.
I don't think I played darts.
I'd played darts.
I remember
He just commented and said, "Core, don't lie. We did not do well at darts."
I remember playing pool and we lost the cue ball. Like went in the wrong hole or whatever, so it never came back out. We just quit.
What?
Oh, I know.
The cue ball went like down where like the regular balls go, so we just quit playing.
So whatever. We get back to the mall. The guy who was taking the snooze lasted longer than almost everyone. He didn't talk to anyone at the mall. He just kind of floated, did his thing. He was outside for a little bit. He's inside, whatever.
Oh.
Jason, I swear we get there and he was fine. Complete. Like, I'm like, okay, we'll be able to have a good time during the Super Bowl. Right before the Super Bowl. Jason, what's up, buddy? I was just couldn't speak.
What?
I don't know if it just everything happened at once for him. Gone, done. He's like, I
mean, at that point, I was on like a good 48 hour bender.
And then I look, I'm like, all right. So Jason just left. I'm like, told our other friend Dalton Squid, I'm like, you guys staying? Squid's like, yeah. Dalton's like, yeah. I look at the TV. I think watched like a minute of the television. Look back, Dalt's gone. Bye.
Gotcha.
Later, skater. And then
No, I thought he said he watched the whole thing there.
I don't think so.
I thought he said he did.
Well, I could have dreamt this, but I swear, at the end of the game, it was just me and Squid there with Kaner, and he took us home.
Oh, so there's no one at the mall.
No, well, we were the only ones keeping him there. I believe that was how that played out. I ate myself a roast or a prime rib sandwich. He had some of those there. You tried eating one. Remember, you grabbed it. I think you took one bite and you said, "Oh, I ain't sitting."
Whenever I go up there and they have that, I'll eat it with like the chips. I never put on a bun.
I know.
I just eat the meat
You're
straight.
like, oh, I can't have a bun. I gotta watch what I'm doing. I'm like, what fuck are you talking about? Took one bite of the beef and he's like, oh, I ain't sitting well. I'm like, how's it sitting well? You just swallowed.
My guts are rolling.
That's probably right after I just smoked a couple cigs.
Wish I could have watched him walk home because it couldn't have been pretty.
One hand on ass running.
Like, barely. You probably barely made it home. You remember?
I could just see the slow hungover walk like you normally do, where you just like stop, you like sit there, you're like
Halftime, he's just getting home.
They said that I was on the couch for a little bit, but he said I sat like laid down and I was out. And then he said at one point I just kind of got up, didn't say anything, just kind of like growled or whatever, like I was doing.
Grimaced real quick.
Woke up and I was laying on top of my sheets, like on top of my bed, no blankets or nothing on me, just fully clothed still.
Are you naked like normal or?
No, I had everything on from that day.
Well, shit.
So I had my Brett Favre jersey on.
Oh boy.
I think my funniest story from the weekend was Dalton saying he had his, I'm name dropping, but I don't give a shit. He just bought a weighted blanket, and you guys went to Platteville, and apparently he got like a whole bunch of Mexican, because that Mexican place is like right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he got like a whole bunch of like salsa. He says he just got this blanket, just spent, spilled salsa all over.
And they are a real bitch to watch.
I'm sure. The only other time I've ever experienced a weighted blanket was the 2 times I've had sleepovers with Jason because I had no ride to my house because it was too late. So I'm like, all right. Jason puts his hand on my shoulder. Corey, I got a spot for you. So I get over there. We're watching Step Brothers, and he's got his weighted blanket. And I was like, Corey, you got to try out this weighted blanket. I'm like, what do you mean? Do you mean both of us under the same fucking blanket? Or do you mean you're going to give me the blanket? He's like, no, I'll give it to you. I'll find a different blanket. I'm like, he put it on me. Instantly, I was suffocated. Like, I couldn't breathe. I'm like, get this fucking thing off me. So he's like, no, Corey, you got to sleep. So he like put a little of the corner on like,
that'll help
on me. He's like, there you go. I got you.
I remember when you first got
my
that.
favorite part about the fucking night we were watching Step Brothers. So like I have my bed like in the corner of my room there, and then at that point I didn't have my TV mounted, so like it was kind of low. So like I had a hard time seeing it from where I was laying in. Corey was was against the wall, so he had to look like over top of my shoulder to see. And he's like, Jason, how am I supposed to see anything? I'm like, Corey, man, you just got to figure it out.
Yep.
Did you have that when you were still living with me, like right before you left? Didn't you have it already?
That weighted blanket?
I remember because one time.
No, because I got it for Christmas.
You must
not
have
this
been
year,
when
but the
you
year
just moved
before.
out. But my funniest story from you was you had just got it, so you were getting used to it. And he was texting our little group, me, you, and Slots. And you go, boys, I can't make it into work today. The blanket's too heavy. I couldn't get it off. had to sleep in. Had to take a half day. That's too much for him.
That's legitimate.
It's a fucking battle to get that thing on at night.
I'm sure.
Like, I'll be getting into bed and, like, if
You
it's...
think your arms would be a little more ripped than those twigs.
No. So, like, I'll be laying there and, like, if it's folded up on top of itself, like, you know, like, because, fuck, I hardly ever make my bed. If I do, I'm sick or something. I don't know. So, like, I'll just get up in the morning, you know, you just fucking toss everything aside so it's all crinkled up.
Yep.
So it's like fucking trying to pick up the whole thing in just one little section to get on you. Mm-hmm. So then you get all winded and you're breathing hard, and then you get hot, obviously, because you're trying to deal with this thing. So then, like, you have to, like, poke your legs out of it so then you can cool down a little bit.
As much fun as it is talking about your weighted blanket, we're going to move on to